We are back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us. Phone line's open if you'd like to join in the conversation. By the way, you saw that this show is sponsored by
the Nashville area or Association of Veterinary Medicine.
And we've been doing this for quite a while.
Wowzers, yeah.
It's awesome. It's a great service.
Long time.
You have reached out and helped a lot of people with their pets. If you want to join with Allison Fields, 737-7587. You are now at which vet clinic?
I'm at Hermitage Animal Clinic.
Hermitage Animal Clinic.
On Lebanon Road.
On Lebanon Road. She's a good vet. So let's take a phone call for you. Waited through the break. Let's go to Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Good. My question was, how long does a female dog stay in heat?
Usually 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it can be a little shorter, sometimes it can be a little longer, but that's about average.
Okay.
What, you have a dog right now that you have yet to get spayed or neutered?
True.
What's your plan?
Oh, after she gets out, I'm going to have her fixed.
Oh, okay. How does that normally work then? Is this the first time she's going through this? She's just young right now?
She's about 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So normally people prefer to wait until they're out of heat. It can add more cost to the surgery because things are more engorged with blood.
Okay.
It's a more challenging surgery. It's a longer surgery. It takes more suture. So it just kind of costs more across the board. So typically, if a dog's in heat, there is an additional charge, and a lot of veterinarians judge that on how big they are. If it's 20 pounds or less, it may be an additional $20. If 20 to 60 pounds, maybe an additional $50,
Sure.
So it is, and it can be a little riskier for them just because their blood vessels are a lot more engorged and things like that. So typically it's just always nice to wait until they're out of heat.
What kind of dog do you have, Rebecca?
A Pomeranian.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, go get her fixed when I guess she could wait till she gets out of heat as long as she keeps her away from other dogs.
So 2 to 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks and you'll be set.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for your call.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, so wait till they go through that cycle and then go in. And these days, what does it cost to get a dog neutered?
Oh, gosh. Neuter or spayed, totally different.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hit the two. Oh, wait, which one? Neutered is for a male. Spayed, okay, for
Spayed
her Pomeranian, what do you think something like that
I
could cost?
have no idea, because every veterinarian, when you call and ask this question, it's like comparing apples to oranges. Some may quote you $350, and that includes pre-anesthetic blood work, an IV catheter, all the monitoring, intubation, post-operative pain medication, whereas you may call somebody else and they say, well, it's $140. But it doesn't include any blood work, it doesn't include... So you really have to ask your veterinarian, what does that cost include?
Okay.
Because it could be that this clinic that says it's only $140 also requires the blood work, and by the time you get the pain medication and the blood work and everything else, you're at the same price.
Okay.
So it's really hard.
Typically, though, spaying is more expensive than neutering.
Yeah, it's a harder surgery.
Yeah, sure it is. Makes sense. Neutering, you're just going chick.
Well, not really, but it's a little easier than spaying.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines, and we've got them open if you want to jump in. 737-7587. We'll go next to Karen. Hi, Karen.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Karen. What can we do for you?
Good morning. I have a question for you. Actually, my boyfriend's father passed away 3 weeks ago, and we got his pit bull, which is 15 years old. Well, just recently, she started having blood in her poop. So I don't really know if it may be a change since he died. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me more about that.
Have you been to see your vet?
Well, whenever he died, the dog pound and picked him up, and they said they checked him out and her out, and they said she was really in great health to be a pit bull. So I don't know. Do I need to bring her to a vet?
I would say if you're seeing blood in the stool, that would be, what she looked like 3 weeks ago may change. And I don't know if animal control picked her up, if they had a veterinarian look at her, or if they, I don't know. But yeah, I think that anytime you're seeing changes in your pet, whether it be in their stool or in their urine or their urinary habits or their eating habits, you should go to see your vet.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I know we've had dogs sometimes where blood will come out, and we'll change their dog food. And that seemed to help. There was something that maybe affected them, and it just was rough on their intestines.
That's not the first thing to do, and the reason is that.
No, I mean that was after we took to the vet, and that's what they recommended.
There you go.
Yeah, you went to the vet, and they said, look, we checked this out, and I think it's a diet issue. So, but there could be a lot of things that cause it.
Things that cause that, and you can get very ill very quickly if you're having a lot of blood in your stool. So, always get something checked out, and then the veterinarian may say, we need a little medicine, and maybe we should try a different food, or we need some medicine and we need something else going on. But yeah, I would definitely go to see the vet.
This is great morning talk fare.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to ask you whether or not dogs can get hemorrhoids.
I don't know that I've ever seen a hemorrhoid in a dog.
Okay. Well, I was thinking, could have that been one of the causes of...
They can have tumors around their little bottom.
Okay.
But I don't know that I've ever truly seen what is a true hemorrhoid. That's a great question.
Oh, thank
I'll have
you.
to ask around.
We'll have to do some research in the animal encyclopedia.
I'm sure my colleagues will appreciate this conversation when I get to work.
We had a caller who couldn't stay on the line who asked, what do you recommend for a dog that gets blasted by a skunk?
Oh, that's a great question. There is a recipe, and your veterinarian should have it. The emergency clinics usually have it, and I can't remember the exact amounts, but it's hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and Dawn dishwashing detergent.
All right, give them a bath in that.
And I forget how much. It's like, a quart of hydrogen peroxide and 2 tablespoons of this, but it works really well. You have to do it a couple of times. There's really nothing that gets skunk out on one bath. Baxter got skunked, and it took
That's her dog.
My old dog. It took probably 4 of those baths to get him where he was allowed back in the house. And then you could still, like, if he got wet, you'd get a whiff of it, or if you hugged him, you'd get this whiff of it, kind of for a month or so.
Does a couple questions on that. Does the spray, can it burn mucous membranes as well? Can it burn the skin? I mean, I understand it smells very, potent, but does it burn?
It doesn't typically burn the skin.
But if they get blasted in the face,
you want to rinse their eyes out, even just with tap water, or if you have, if you wear contacts and you just have the saline, that you rinse your contacts, not like medicated or cleansing stuff for your contacts, just plain old saline, or just tap water to rinse those eyes out and their mouth out. Baxter got sprayed straight in the face, and they start foaming at the mouth because it tastes really bad. So yeah.
Do dogs learn, you think? Did Baxter learn after that? Meaning that if he ran into another skunk a few months later, he'd go right after it?
He walked out his back door and there was a skunk in the backyard and it sprayed him.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't chase it.
Oh, okay. So that was not like he was even going after it. It was just there.
I don't even know how it got in the backyard. We have a privacy fence.
And will the fragrance transfer from the dog to you if you give it a hug?
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay, that's...
Yes, because someone let my dog in the house right after that, before he got a bath, and he went and got on the couch. I had to throw those throw pillows away.
Everything go...
The whole house smelled like skunk for days.
Yeah, it's the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, over and over and over and over and over again.
Yuck. All right, let's go back to the phone line, 737-7587. And let's go to Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, hon.
Hey there. What's on your mind?
I have a lot on my mind, but right now I have a Yorkie that is 11 years old, and she is got a wheat problem, but that's not what I'm calling about. She's allergic to fleas, and I've tried just about everything that's on the market. Can you suggest anything that's really going to work?
What have you tried?
I've tried Frontline, and I've tried, what was the other one?
Advantage, is that one?
I've tried that one, and that one I might as well have just not have put it on her and just sent her out in the yard.
Have you tried Comfortis?
Some what?
Comfortis.
Comfortis. Is that the new pill one?
Have you been to your vet to talk to them about this?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can't try the pill formula because she is so small that he's afraid to try it with her.
How much does she weigh?
I can try it on my lab.
How much does your Yorkie weigh?
She's not quite
5 pounds.
Oh, yeah. So the Comfortus is from 5 to 10, is as small as it goes. There's another product called NexGard, but I think it might be 2 pounds.
I've not tried that one.
Yeah, ask you. It's veterinary carried. It's a newer one. It's by the makers of HeartGuard, so Marielle, and they've been around for years and years. It does fleas and ticks. It's an oral pill, and I honestly cannot remember. I want to say it's 2 to 10 pounds. And if that's the case, I might try that. I'm really liking the oral ones, the NexGard and the Comfortus, but the Comfortus she's too small for. But you might want to try that as well. You need to get your other animals, all of them, however many you have, on a really good flea control as well.
Yeah.
And then you may want to call an exterminating company and see if they can come spray your yard.
Oh, I do that myself.
Okay.
I have to do that because Cheyenne, the lab, when she goes out, if I don't let Sassy out, she brings them in, and then so I'm bathing them both in Dawn, but it seems like every other day.
Okay, well, if you're bathing them and you're using a topical flea control, you're probably washing your flea control off. So you probably need to get an oral. And if you're treating your yard and they're coming back in with this many fleas, we may want to think about a different treatment and maybe get a professional out to help you with that.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for your call.
Bye-bye.
You betcha. Listen, let's take a break on that note.
Okay.
When we come back, more of your phone calls. If you're on hold, stay there. If you want to jump in, Allison's ready and raring to take your calls. Try to stump her. Let's do it. 737-7587. We'll be back with more right after this.